Get over here!
Welcome to the Now. I'm Jenkins. It's Tuesday, it's early in the week, you're full of energy, so let's just take it down a notch. And make you sad. Because it's been almost 5 years since Skyrim, so naturally everyone's been jonesing for the game's follow-up, right? The Elder Scrolls 6! But too bad. Don't polish the Dragonborn helms off too quickly. According to Bethesda, the game isn't even in development, like, at all. This news comes courtesy of Bethesda VP of Marketing and PR Pete Hines, who tweeted, "We aren't working on the Elder Scrolls 6 at the moment." Wow, Pete just ripped the band-aid off all in one go, why don't you? This puts some of Bethesda's other comments about the game into better context. They've previously indicated that we're still a long ways out from the Elder Scrolls 6, and they've even said they'll be releasing 2 new huge games before the next Elder Scrolls comes out. Per Bethesda's Todd Howard, each of these new games is going to be at least as big, maybe bigger, than Skyrim or Fallout 4. So basically what they're saying is get used to playing Skyrim mods and Skyrim Remastered and everything, because we're not getting anything out of Tamriel for a very long time. Also, called it. An industry veteran has been waxing reminiscent over the last few days, and he's dishing out a lot of really interesting information about a gaming industry that could have been. In a new interview with IGN, Xbox co-creator Ed Fries unleashed some little-known facts about Microsoft's early attempts at gaming, including a failed partnership with Sony and Nintendo. According to Fries, Microsoft first approached both console makers about a Microsoft team-up for a brand new console, which both companies politely declined. Come on, Nintendo, at the very least, after the whole PlayStation thing, you'd think you'd have learned. You keep creating your own competition. Oh man. Fries also spoke at length about Microsoft's early acquisition of Rare, an acquisition that almost didn't happen. Apparently, Activision outbid Microsoft for the development studio behind Banjo-Kazooie, GoldenEye, and Conker's Bad Fur Day, nearly stealing the developer right from under Microsoft's nose before they upped their bid at the very last minute. And Activision owned a Rare, a Nintendo Xbox, a Microsoft PlayStation. Man, who knows how different the industry might have looked if all these deals went down. I mean, maybe we would have even got some crazy motion controller. Oh, that fad happened. Right. This is the darkest timeline. We'd all like to forget gaming's dark descent into motion-controlled flailing, but it looks like we have some other things to forget first, like playing Batman Return to Arkham anytime soon. The HD remasters of last gen's Batman games no longer have a release date from Warner Brothers and appear to have been delayed indefinitely. The game was previously scheduled to come out late July, but Warner Brothers revealed in a quiet update on their forums today that they have no idea when it's coming out at all. Warner Brothers is citing quality as the reason for the game's delay, stating that Virtuous Games needs more time to ensure a better experience. Oh gosh, if only they'd done that for some of the original games before they released, right? Awkward. If you were one of those people on the internet who thought that maybe the new game looked worse than the old games, looks like you might have been right. So maybe this is a good thing for Bat fans. Speaking of grumpy gamers, of course, it looks like the PC crowd has moved on from hating the Arkham Knight game to hating on The Division from Ubisoft. The game is currently undergoing a massive review bombing on Steam, which is that's how we express displeasure these days. Thanks to Steam's new review system showcasing the last 30 days of reviews, The Division scores are not looking too pretty at the moment. At the time of writing, the game's recent score is mostly negative, with nearly 2,000 bad reviews coming in the last month. For the most part, it seems that people are fed up with the hacking, cheating, and bugs that have been reported over the last couple months. One gamer writes, "Imagine getting promised a Ferrari, getting delivered an Audi, drive it for a month, find out it's a Honda, a day later turning out to be a lemon." And another just did ASCII art of Ubisoft pooping. It's succinct. After years of failed Spider-Man reboots, Marvel and Sony have been playing nice with their movie superhero rights, and Fox may be the next new BFF with Marvel. According to new rumors, Marvel and Fox might be entertaining a team-up of either the X-Men or Fantastic Four in a future Marvel movie. These rumblings come by way of Matt Key, a producer on Kevin Smith's Fat Man on Batman podcast, who says he's heard from his little birds, because apparently he's Varys, that there's interest from Fox about Marvel giving one of its superhero franchises the Spider-Man treatment. Considering that Fantastic Four was a box office bomb and the recent X-Men Apocalypse didn't come even close to hitting Days of Future Past's numbers, anything's possible. Although, when you look at the fact that Deadpool totally crushed it, it's hard to believe that Fox would abandon hope anytime soon, even though that one was kind of an accident that they thought wouldn't make any money, and then it did make a lot of money, and now every superhero movie is probably gonna be breaking the fourth wall and joking about chimichangas and getting pegged. Who knows? But hey, if you're having a tough time waiting for all the pegging and chimichangas and superhero movies, or rumored superhero team-ups that may be coming, hey, at least you can look forward to the Minecraft movie in a few years. The film, based on the video game that just about everybody got tired of playing years ago, now has a tentative release date of May 25th, 2019. Warner Brothers gotta be feeling pretty confident about what they've got planned for Minecraft, since that's the exact same weekend that a little known movie called Star Wars Episode 9 is coming out. Yeah, 9, that's how far off it is. And just a couple of weeks after Marvel's Infinity War. Neither of those will make any money at all, and they definitely won't take all the attention, so it's really the perfect time. Maybe not. Then again, Minecraft is the IP that keeps on chugging. It's still moving like 53,000 copies a day. So maybe I'm underestimating it because I'm all jaded and they can knock Star Wars off the pixelated Iron Throne after all. Anything's possible. More fun topics though. Video game sex needs some work, according to one video game developer at the 2016 Games for Change Festival. Robert Yang, creator of Cobra Club, a game where you take dong pics, probably using shaft shots, I think. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's our thing, so he's gotta be using it, right? He said at a talk at the event that video games need to get away from perfect porn sex and instead need to portray more realistic bad sex. He cited games like Dragon Age, The Witcher, Mass Effect, and God of War as all being part of the problem. According to him, portraying sex in this way is dishonest, and instead it should be more messy, awkward, you know, that kind of portrayal. I mean, I'm not really sure what other games this guy is playing, but gonna be honest, the sex in those games isn't pretty. It's just like a bunch of mannequins bumping into each other awkwardly. I mean, let's at least hit the perfect porn sex standard before we make it bad on purpose, right? I mean, like, bad on purpose takes a lot of skill. You gotta be good before you can be good bad. Video game sex. Speaking of things being bad on purpose, those pesky Microsoft Windows 10 Force upgrades have been getting under a lot of people's skin, for good reason, and now one California woman has won $10,000 in a lawsuit against the company over Windows 10 when her computer upgraded without her knowledge or permission. As a result, her PC became almost unusable after failing during the update, and she said she lost a lot of money for the travel business she runs from her home. So she, of course, did the ultra-American thing and took them to court over the cost of the computer and the lost wages. Microsoft tried to appeal the lawsuit, but ultimately dropped the appeal and chose to pay up instead. So, great news, everyone. Even the legal system agrees that Windows 10 upgrades are annoying. If only we'd gotten them to agree about Clippy. But let's just be happy we never had to deal with Pipey. With the rise of self-driving cars come pressing philosophical questions like who an autonomous car should save in the event of an accident. According to a new study published by Science Mag, most consumers generally agree that autonomous cars should do whatever saves the maximum number of people, even if it costs the lives of the driver and passengers. You know, it's that whole greater good thing. However, the study also shows that while everyone agrees this is probably the way autonomous cars should operate, they don't want their own cars to work like that. They'd prefer their self-driving car to kill everybody else and save them. So I guess we won't be buying a whole bunch of self-driving cars until we're sure they're safe for us. But self-driving car crashes will inevitably lead to more casualties because we don't want them to save the maximum number of lives, just us. We're the important ones, right? Ah, human race, you never disappoint. Well, that about does it for the roundup. Let's end on a high note, right? Very optimistic. Let us know what you think about all these news stories in the comments. And for more updates from every corner of the internet, like this video and subscribe to The Know. That is what I think about all of that news. I'm on a box.
Video game, car sex.
Video game okay, what happens? Yeah, right, when video game cars. Is there a video game car porn game, like where the cars start bumping?
I think we found our new Kickstarter. Our self-driving car is gonna go on dates, so we'll just like take themselves off.
Ooh, if we put it out on an early access, what is it?
Car dating sim. Car dating sim.
Car dating simulator. Oh my god, I would date a car. I've dated pigeons. I would date a car.